three of the Western Conference quarterfinals, all tied at 1-1. The first two games mean anything. Should be in for a heck of a series. And tonight, we'll see the New Orleans Pelicans as they go up against the Phoenix Suns. Kevin Harlan with you, joined by Doris Bird, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge reporting courtside. Hey, Dave.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, Mikal Bridges is a big part of the Suns' growth into a powerhouse. Coach Monty Williams said of his two-way swing man, I believe he has every intangible, talent and quality to be a glue guy in that starting lineup. Mikal has an edge to him. Guys respect the heck out of him because he competes every day. Kevin, I compete every time you throw it down to me.
And you're a great competitor. D.A., it is an honor to be on those broadcasts with you each and every game. And certainly Bridges one to watch. D.A., thanks. So the opening lineup for the Suns. The star backcourt of Paul and Booker are out there. Ayton is the pivot, and Crowder slides in at the 4. And it's Bridges in at the 3. And for New Orleans, C.J. McCollum out there with Brandon Ingram. Then there's Jonas Valanciunas. Then it's Jones. And it's Hayes in at the 4 slot. You take a look at the Pelicans. Well, they stole one on the road, and that was their goal. Now they have a chance to take command of the series, Greg. But it's going to be difficult, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, they still got a lot to prove, Kevin, coming into this series as an underdog. But I've been impressed with their fight and execution. You can tell they're not intimidated. We'll see if they can maintain that level of confidence tonight.
That'll be key, you're right. Valanciunas trying to free himself up. McCollum, no good. And so it's Paul with it, bringing it up for the Phoenix Suns. Bridges sets the screen for Crowder. Bridges outside. Ayton a screen on Jones. Bridges dishes it to Ayton. Kicks it out to Paul. There's the 3. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Well, Chris Paul is an elite shooter. The efficiency is there, especially in the catch-and-shoot game.
And with Ayton, one area of his game that's always been elite, Doris, his work and rebound.
Yeah, there's no question. As good as advertised. He is a double-double machine. And think about it. He is not even at his prime yet.
Here's Ayton. Brandon Ingram picking up that last bucket. That one falls.
Boy, there's nothing the defense can do about that. DeAndre Ayton, locked in and focused, just goes right against quality defense.
And it's Valanciunas finishing it off.
Now, that possession to me highlights the importance of creating for your teammates.
Crowder with it. Hayes on him. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. Ingram against Booker. Now here's Ingram. Defense is right there, and it's good. 2 points.
But utilizing his crazy length, Ingram has that 7'3" wingspan, and it helps him score over the defender.
Shot by Crowder, no good. The Pelicans have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Pass to Hayes. 46 seconds left to play here in the first. 6 on the shot clock. McCollum from deep. 3-point land. Phoenix grabs the miss.
And he's a good shooter from outside, but not sure from that deep.
Boy, we're seeing it more and more. Guys looking to create additional space by stepping back further from the line.
Now here's Ayton. And the shot's good from Crowder.
Assist goes to DeAndre Ayton.
McCollum with the ball. Lets it go from deep. And the 3-ball is good.
And there's the steadiness to McCollum's game. He's going to contribute from deep almost every game. It's becoming a given.
Booker from the top of the key. He buries it.
Well, there's an unpredictability to his offensive game. He is always keeping the defense off balance.
It's a tie game in New Orleans. And the second quarter will be on the way when we come back. And to begin his career, Devin Booker labored through half a decade of losing in Phoenix. And he opened up about what it means now to be on the other side.
That's what I've been waiting on. Playing competitive basketball, night in and night out. Keep my head down, staying locked in and seeing tunnel vision, trying to play the right way through it all. I want to keep winning basketball games, and we have the culture and the foundation around here to make it happen.
They really do. Great to see his patience rewarded.
And so often, young players on losing teams can go astray. Credit Booker for staying solid through the adversity.
And we're back with you, all set to bring you more action from Game 3. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from New Orleans?
Well, you come in thinking they're going to settle for perimeter jump shots. Think again.
They've certainly made the commitment to pounding the basketball into the painted area, and boy, is it paying dividends.
We've got Larry Nance. He's out there with Hernan Gomez. And it's Murphy in at the small forward. So that's the group out there for New Orleans. Now here's Johnson. Shamet on the wing. Here's McGee. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Textbook. Nice pass. Great catch. Even better finish.
Alvarado. Payne covering.
2 minutes.
And taken away by Johnson. Shamet on the wing. It's good from long range. Shamet's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
Outstanding pass, on time and on target.
And Cam Johnson, a surprise pick, Doris, when he was taken 11th back in 2019. Many wondered, I recall, what the Suns saw. Now, that's not the case.
Well, that's exactly right, because most projections had him as a late first-round pick. The Suns front office, give them credit. They saw the upside of Cameron Johnson. Boy, he is now viewed as one of the steals of that draft.
And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge, according to the sideline.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, the three-point shot of Mikal Bridges seemed to abandon him early in his NBA career. Coach Monty Williams said he developed a hitch in his release. But Bridges got in the lab with the coaching staff, changing his shot midway through season 2. And the results speak for themselves. Guys?
He had a career year shooting, that's for sure. I admire his work ethic. B.A., thank you. Now here's Payne. Over Hernan Gomez. Payne can't hit.
Listen, simply put, he's got to finish that. It's not like the defender was right on top of him.
It's Murphy outside, and again, New Orleans with the triple.
What a beautiful stroke from range. Defensively, you've got to try to take him out of his comfort zone.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock in game 3. Here he goes. It's deflected.
That is a terrific effort by Willie, doing his best to become a better rim protector.
And New Orleans going with a whole new group out there. A big group substitution here for Phoenix. Ayton, he's checked in for JaVale McGee. Bridges comes in for Torrey Craig. Booker, he's checked in for Landry Shamet. And Chris Paul's subbed in for Payne. We've got 22 seconds left in the first half. And again, it's the Suns missing.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
I think expect them to go back to it, because that's the kind of shot this offense is designed to generate.
McCollum feeling it out a bit. Another one falls for New Orleans.
Phenomenal at realizing when to shoot from that mid-range. And McCollum becoming a master at that mid-range.
It's a tie game in New Orleans. And we'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball.
Welcome all. Game 3, and it's a real halftime cliffhanger for the New Orleans Pelicans.
They were really efficient, great approach offensively. Their shot selection was first rate. They were always working hard to get good looks. That can't change in the second half. They need to be just as well organized as they have been so far.
Looking at the scenario for the New Orleans Pelicans. After splitting the first 2 games in the series, taking home court advantage, Shaq, what's the urgency for them in Game 3?
Well, the loss will put them right back where they started. But they have a chance to set the tone for the rest of the series. They gotta execute.
Well, whoever wins has all the momentum. You can't let this home crowd be the 6th man, and they right now are the 6th man on the floor for them.
Say what? You want to repeat that, Kenny?
Well, they're the 6th man on the floor for them and with them.
And obviously, a lot at stake. Let's get back to the action.
And we're with you again as our round 1 coverage continues. C.J. McCollum really making a difference here.
With so much on the line tonight, you have to be impressed with the way he came out and set the tone with his aggression.
You get the sense when there's big-time performances to be had, this guy wants to take part. You expect that this is a trend that will continue here.
And we're happy to have you back for more playoff basketball here in round 1. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. Setting the floor for the Suns, Ayton is the pivot, and Crowder slides in at the 4. The star backcourt of Paul and Booker are out there, and it's Bridges in at the 3 spot. Now here's Booker, and there it is for him. Booker's got the first points of the 3rd quarter up on the board for the Suns. The NBA trying to cut down on some of the cheap fouls. Certain players are experts at selling contact. Doris, are you sad to see that art form curtailed?
I'm not at all, Kevin, because what we're seeing is offensive players manipulate the rule and get outside of, quote, natural basketball plays. Guys who dead stop off a screen and end up getting 3 free throws. We have to take that away. Things should flow naturally in a basketball game.
Here's Paul following the basket by C.J. McCollum. And there is a whistle, and that's going to go on Jackson Hayes.
Team foul.
That's his first foul. Second half rolling along now. About a minute played here.
2 minutes.
Paul against McCollum. Down to 5 on the shot clock. 3-pointer.
Well, McCollum's speed can make him tough to shake as a defender. He's able to just stay in front of you and contest the shot.
Well, a lot of teams are going smaller these days, but big man Jonas Valanciunas still earning steady minutes year after year.
Efficient scoring and a presence on the glass. He's able to punish teams inside if they want to play small ball.
We've got 1:18 left in the 3rd quarter of the game. Valanciunas sets a screen for McCollum. For the lead. And the rejection by Ayton.
That's an encouraging sign for sure. Boy, when DeAndre Ayton is hustling and focused, he can send it back with the best of them.
You know what? Tried to step in and cut him off, but just didn't get there quick enough.
And we just got a second look there at the exceptional Mobile 1 block.
And this is postseason play at its finest, refusing to give up shots here in the playoffs.
Nancy's checked in for the Pelicans. Devontae Graham comes in for Brandon Ingram. There's 57 seconds left to play in the 3rd. Here's Payne. The kick out to Crowder. McGee is screen on McCollum. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
Make no mistake, Jake Crowder has a craftiness that allows him to pick up fouls on his way to the cup.
Phoenix shooting their first free throws of the game.
Jay Crowder at the line for 2.
First free throw is good. Garrett Temple has checked in for the Pelicans. So he makes 1 of 2 as the second one misses.
You know, he couldn't make all of them, and they'll have to settle for just a 1-point lead.
A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. 6 to shoot. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation.
Boy, not on the same page there. And in a possession ball game, that's a big mistake.
New Orleans making a switch here. Murphy's checked in. Suns have gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. Payne looking around. There's 14 seconds left in the third. Goes up from the top of the key, and that's good for 2. Payne's got his second basket. It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of 3. Suns lead by 3. On New Orleans, back in a moment. NBA playoff round 1. Thanks for joining us as we get back to the action on the court. So it's the Pelicans now. They trail by 3. We've got Devontae Graham. Jones is out there with Nance. Then it's Ingram. And it's Hayes in at the 5. So that's the group out there for New Orleans. Booker outside. He kicks to Bridges. Back to Booker. And the dunk by Booker.
It's one thing to know your team counts on you to deliver big buckets. It's another to take that responsibility and run with it. Go ahead, Mr. Booker.
Graham with the ball. Now guarded by Booker. High, arcing shot. Yep, it goes in, and the Suns' lead is cut down to just 3 in the basket from Graham.
Boy, that's a beautiful touch on the floater. And let's remember, not everyone has that shot in their arsenal.
Ayton sets the pick for Paul. Drives to the hoop, and that one good. And the Suns lead by 5.
If anything, you know you can count on Chris Paul to deliver in the clutch. He is so competitive, so tough.
And up the court come the Suns on the break. He feeds it to Johnson. Bridges outside. And there's a minute 45 left in the fourth quarter.
Well, you can see the confidence that Mikal Bridges has in himself. This guy's going to take pride in going up strong, forcing the issue, and getting himself to the foul line.
And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Suns.
When they've had a chance to attack the basket at any point in this game, they've taken advantage.
They've consistently drilled that mid-range jumper as well, and that's really opened things up for them.
C.J. McCollum, he's checked in for Larry Nance. And so both free throws are good, and it's a 7-point game.
Well, you like when a guy calmly steps up, knocks down the free throws, exactly what you want.
McCollum, and the layup's good off the glass.
How about the fearlessness of McCollum? Doesn't shy away from taking or making the big shots.
Now here's Paul. A little over a minute and a half of the fourth quarter gone now. Here's Booker. Count the basket. Booker's got the lead up to 7 now for the Suns.
Boy, just tremendous focus from Devin Booker. On the interior, it matters not if he's facing size. Look out.
It's McCollum with the drive. Gets it to drop, and now he's shooting at a 5-for-8 clip.
And challenging the bigger defender coming through in the biggest moment.
Well, he knows how much was riding on that possession. You get the sense he relishes the chance.
Jonas Valanciunas, he's checked in for the Pelicans. And a change for the Suns. Jay Crowder's checked in for Johnson. Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, during the last break, I heard Monty Williams talking with his team. He's happy with how they've been playing. He told them, hey, they had their chance, but this is where we take it from them. This is our game and our series. He's got him pretty fired up, Kevin.
Thank you, David. Here's McCollum, following the basket by Chris Paul. Hayes trying to break free. Money! Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
And give McCollum credit. It's big for his confidence when he's able to muscle these shots in.
Here's Booker. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
And as a result, they may be facing just a little bit less resistance right now. They are having their way.
.34 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Paul against McCollum. Over Paul. McCollum no good. And so Ayton will bring it up for Phoenix. 7-point game, the biggest lead in the game. So the Suns win it, and they've edged in front in the series after an outstanding performance here in Game 3.
Kevin, it sure was. When teams split the first 2 games of a series, Game 3 means everything. They're going into Game 4 now, riding that high after this win.
And that about wraps it up, folks. We hope you've enjoyed our broadcast of the NBA Western Conference quarterfinals. For Doris Burke, David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and the rest of our terrific 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.